Hey guys, Joe here from SaveMore, and continuing with Bassmaster Classic Week, we're bringing you guys another awesome deal. All right, we're going to give you a $200 retail rod for 120 bucks, but you have to get it from us at the Bassmaster Classic in Dallas, Texas, or wait till we return the following week before whatever remains goes up on our website. So I'm going to take you through this Odiehammer Rod deal, one model at a time. We're going to tell you what are the great features I've noticed in the time I've got to use these over the last year, and we're going to show you guys what it's all about. These are John's rods, all right? John Sokup's been using these for quite a while. All right, so check us out, SaveMoreOutdoors.com.
Two-time NPFL champ, SaveMore Outdoors Pro from Sapulpa, Oklahoma. Put your hands together for the hookup, John Sokup.
All right, as I said, guys, continuing with Bassmaster Classic Week, we've got an awesome deal for you, and our deal will continue online with anything that we have left in the week following the Classic. But I want to take you through an awesome deal from us and Odiehammer Rods. We partnered up to bring you guys a fantastic offering. Last year, Odiehammer released their Old Headz series of rods. And since they're coming out with the Prevails now, we decided to see if we could get the last of their Old Headz stock and run you guys a fantastic Bassmaster Classic Week special. So, a rod that typically retails for $200 is going to be available to you for $120 now. So 40% off, only have to pay 60% to get a very high-end, small company crafted rod. So you're not paying for the name, you're paying for the craftsmanship, and you're paying for the quality of these components. So what I got with me right now is their 610 medium power extra fast action. This is, they call it Old Trusty. To me, in my experience, it's a great deep diving jerkbait rod. I didn't really think it was as perfect for some of the lighter jerkbaits that maybe don't have a weight transfer system in them, but for like a 110+1, something that kind of casts like a rocket and then has a lot of resistance when you're bringing it back, this rod was stinking amazing. If you're a super spook guy, you like a bigger topwater, or maybe an evergreen shower blows, again, this thing is just phenomenal. I love the full grip. It fights fish awesome. For you cork guys, it's a really high quality cork. I really enjoyed this rod when I got to test it. It was pretty cool. Something else I noticed, I really liked the detail that they went to in wrapping the thread wrap to hold the guides on. I also like how the rod itself isn't clear coated. It honestly, it's not a bunch of, you know, like just blown out beautifulness. It's raw, and that helps keep the weight down. It feels so good in your hand. The rod feels so sensitive. If you're in between jerks, especially if you're fishing in colder water, fishing your jerkbait slow, you can feel those fish come up and just kind of bite real light. You can feel them through this rod because they didn't waste a bunch of time and effort on painting and clear coating this thing. They left it raw for you, and that gives you a ton of sensitivity, which I really like in a cold water jerkbait rod. So I was really impressed with Old Trusty. She was pretty cool. So moving up in the lineup, then you have Oldheadz. It's a 7-1 medium, I believe it's a medium heavy. Medium, it says medium heavy. To me, it's kind of medium to medium heavy. I think it's just a great all-around Senko rod. Casts a 5-inch Senko on a 3/16-ounce bullet weight. Really good. It's so nice working around docks, working around, you know, floats, and trying to be real accurate. It's a little bit soft up top, so you can really get in between targets if you're really trying to be like precisely accurate. Old Headz was a really cool rod. I liked it on big line. So for me, 20 pound and 22 pound fluoro. I felt like that heavier line gave it a little extra power when I wanted to lean back on some of those fish and get them away from cover really quickly. So that's Old Headz. She's real nice. Then Old Heifer. Old Heifer is like a 7.5 heavy. And this rod's a beast. This is one of the rods Brandon Burks uses down in Texas. He's live scoping with a 3/4 ounce jig a lot of the time, and dang, this rod blank, this exact setup is sweet. She's got plenty of lifting power to move 8, 10, 12 pound bass. She's just awesome. I also got to use this rod on a Carolina rig, and what I really liked is that 7.5 length helps you reel down and pick up that slack with a big swing really, really easy. So I really enjoyed this rod. It was really nice. Again, I love the fact that this model, especially for what I'm using it for, isn't clear coated, because it's 7'5" in length. If they painted and clear coated that rod, it would want to tip forward on you. But rather instead, since it's in its raw form, nice and just polished, you can hold that rod tip up and you have a ton of bite detection and sensitivity built in. You're not losing any of that. There's not the buffer of the paint and the clear coat. It's a great setup. The 7.5 heavy she's pretty stinking sweet. And then last, Old Cranky. So she's a 7.9 crankbait rod. So it has kind of a moderate action to it. I actually really liked this rod, I'm not going to lie, for throwing a 6-inch mag draft. This 7.9 casts it a stinking country mile, and then that action of kind of the moderate crankbait style action helps me land fish really, really well on treble hooks. So I really enjoyed this rod. You can throw like a really small, like hog farmer, like BFL 3-armed A-rig with it as well. It's rated for up to like 2, maybe 2.25 ounces. Let's see what she says on there. She says 2 ounces on here. You could push it a little bit if you wanted to. That 6-inch mag draft falls right there in its like sweet spot at like 1.25 ounces. So I really enjoyed this rod for throwing that harnessed swim bait, that 6-inch length. It was really, really good rod. It's the perfect length handle to make really good casts with it as well. This Old Headz series of rods, though it's only 4 models deep, plus the spinning rod model, which we actually don't have here at SaveMore, but we are getting a delivery of for the Classic. I don't expect we'll be bringing any home, but if we do, if there are some left, I'll take you guys through the I believe it's a 7.1 shaky head rod, maybe it's a 6.10, I forget. But it's pretty cool. I saw them last year. I haven't actually got to use it yet. So maybe John and I will get it out on the water before we give you guys another episode with it. But you get your forecasting models, and if you are able to see us down in Dallas at the Bassmaster Classic Expo, you'll be able to check out the spinning rod as well while supplies last. So check all of these rods out. Again, you can see them the week after the Classic on the website, or if you're going to be down in Dallas for the Expo, come check us out at our booth right behind Skeeter and Yamaha.